So good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 23 of Belong. And I've been really inspired by this balancing whole body feeling that it's like I've picked out a thread of a practice and I'm really inspired by it. It feels very whole in my body. So we're going to move and find that this whole body connection in new and extraordinary ways. So come lie on your back. Come. So knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. And just find your spine. Rock yourself. Shimmy, move. Be like a little snake on the floor. Wiggle around a little bit more. What kind of extraordinary shapes could you make without taking your spine off the floor? What kind of wiggles can you do? How would you scratch between your shoulder blades or stretch into your arms, stretch into your legs. Let your legs be long. Let your whole body be really, really long and stretch into the deep of your toes and the deep of your fingers. And lengthen a little bit more through the right side. And lengthen a little bit more through the left side. And then just travel from side to side. Right side lengthens. And left side lengthens. Right side lengthens. Left side lengthens. Right hand, left leg. Left hand, right leg. It doesn't have the same satisfaction. It's just a bit confusing. So hold the whole right side. So much nicer. And let your head travel over towards the opposite side. So there's even more length happening. I feel like a little choo-choo train. I don't know, something really connected. So reach through the left side. Let your head move over towards the right. And I'm pulling my right shoulder down towards my hip. And I'm pulling my hip towards my shoulder. And then the other way. Pull your left shoulder towards your hip and your hip towards your shoulder. My head is turned towards the left. So exaggerate that side bending as you reach through the right arm, right leg. And as you reach to the left arm, left leg. Nice. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor, and then rock your knees from side to side. So sometimes that reaching through one side and then the other, it can feel like it's a bit achy into the lower back because we're arching as we do it. So here, as you travel, really pull your spine backwards and keep your pelvis connected deeply to the floor. Don't let it go into arching. So really keep the pelvic bones connected. Really anchoring down. There should be more of a push backwards through the deep belly, a push backwards through the back of your pelvis. Nice. And now do the normal one and feel how there is more of an archy, I'm going to say an archy ache to that one. It's also very nice, but it is a thing and it's just nice. So that movement we were doing yesterday was very cool. So drop your right thigh out to the side, but keep your pelvis on the floor. And now let your pelvis follow the right thigh and then come back to center. Do that again. Thigh, pelvis, back to center. Thigh, pelvis, and then pelvis, thigh. So disconnect the movement. Make it so that they're different parts of, it's like this movement and then this movement, and then this movement. So that the thigh moving and then the pelvis moving, you really separated them out rather than it just being, so if you connect them together, if you just drop your leg down, you never meet the end of your range in your inner thigh. If you just drop your thigh out to the side and let your pelvis move at the same time, it's a different movement. So thigh, pelvis, pelvis, thigh. Other side. Left thigh drops down, let it get stuck, and then lift your pelvis to get your thigh down. Put your pelvis back, knee lifts up. thigh, pelvis, pelvis, thigh, thigh, pelvis, pelvis, thigh. Nice. One more time. Thigh, pelvis, pelvis, thigh. Nice. So I just have this imagination of something. So bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. And then bring your left thigh down towards the left side. Bring yourself back to center. And the only way to do that actually is to move your pelvis, because you're at the end of your range already in your inner thighs. So rock your pelvis so that you bring your right calf to the floor, and then you bring your left calf to the floor. But keep your knees as wide as they can be in wellness. Yeah, and I'm staying on the sides of my feet, and it feels very nice. I'm stretching into the sides of my ankles. As always, Tuesday morning, my feet are telling me I was dancing in high heels in tango last night. So my feet are always really enjoying lengthening. Nice. Bring the soles of your feet to the floor, stretch your legs up towards the ceiling, and let's roll out my feet. Oh, why don't you join me? And then in the other direction. It's quite amazing. You know, I don't really wear shoes much at all. I work barefoot. I teach barefoot. I garden. I do put on kind of Wellingtons or really old shoes when I'm down in the garden, just because it's a bit dangerous. After standing on the nail, I'm a little bit more cautious with my feet. Point your toes, flex your feet. Then I squish them into tiny little tango shoes and hurtle around the place. It's quite amazing. Point your toes, flex your feet. Point your toes, flex your feet. Nice. So keeping your legs in the air, imagine how would you lift your right hip off the floor and then drop it down? And then lift your left hip off the floor. But I'm not rocking my feet from side to side. I'm just lifting my right foot more towards the ceiling and then left foot more towards the ceiling. So this whole body action. So to get your foot higher towards the ceiling, you have to use a lot of your body. Right foot higher, left foot higher, right foot higher, left foot higher. Nice. Both feet to the floor, pause. Nice. My hips and my legs feel very, yeah, they really like that kind of movement. Super. So bring your arms wide. We're going to come into gliders. Oh, for the love of gliders. So drop your knees down towards the right. And my feet are quite wide to begin with, so they're as wide as my mat. And then glide your left knee, up towards your right shoulder. And as it glides up, really try and squeeze it as low to the floor and as close to your right shoulder as possible. So just feel the squeeze at the end of the movement. And then coming back, excuse me, and then glide the right knee up towards the left shoulder and have it as low to the floor as you can and up towards your shoulder as much as you can. Pausing there, squeeze a little bit more. I really feel that in the front of my right chest, into the deep of my shoulder, and then come back. So move really slowly through your gliders so you really get to experience the squeeze, the low to the floor, and the sense of your rib cage doing something really incredible. Pause. They're so active, your legs in gliders. You know, there's a push into the floor by the one that's on the floor, and there's a pull up towards you by the one that's coming towards you. Nice, come back to center. So the same movement, we were being centered. So draw your right knee up towards your chest and lift your bum off the floor. So this is the action of gliders. Bring your bum to the floor, foot to the floor. Draw your left knee up towards your chest, lift your bum off the floor and down. Right foot, right knee up towards you, lift your bum, down. Left knee towards you, lift your bum, down. Sorry. Sorry. Right knee towards you, down. Left knee towards you, down. So just notice that again when you come into your gliders, how it's really pushing into the floor with the floor leg and really drawing towards you with the up leg. There's quite an action in it. The bottom leg isn't passive, it's really active. Oh, nice. Pause. The midges this morning, oh my God, it was like clouds of mini assault guys. Oh my God, it was like I was headbutting midges as I was outside this morning. I very rarely put on the citricidal or whatever you call it, citronella. Oh, but man, it was challenging. So, roll over onto your belly. Nice. And bring your hands to the floor. And then imagine you can bring your right knee up towards your right elbow. And then come back to center. And then left knee up towards your left elbow. And back to center. And just travel from side to side. Right knee up. And notice how this is balancing. Your whole body action is happening here. How wide do you want your elbows? I want them quite close, actually. The further apart they go, the harder it becomes. The closer towards me they are, the more connected they are. One more time each side. Nice job. Cool. Push back, cat pose. And at the very beginning, we were doing side bending, so we're going to do something similar again. So bring both hands over towards the right side of your mat. And just do your crooked cat. And squeeze your shoulder towards your hip. And then create length. Feel the squeezing on the right side of your body. Nice. Over the other side. How do you create length and connection? But how do you create squish and compression? So really squish the left side as you do this. So interesting. I'm always amazed at how disorganized my left side is. Nice. Push back. Bring your elbows to your knees. When I walk in the morning, we have this thing in craniosacral called wazi, where you compare the size of your legs and the size of your arms and the size of your face and your hips, and you're just looking for differences left and right. So as I walk at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm noticing the differences between the left and the right. It's really quite a beautiful practice, actually. I really like it. Nice. Come all the way up to stand. Pause. Cool. Stand to the front of your mat. So reach your arms wide and bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back. Bring your two hands to the left leg and rise up. And maybe keep your hands on your knee or reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Bend your elbows into swan. Reach your arms up and then bring both hands to your front knee. Drop your chest down. Both hands down. Step back. Plank pose. Knees to the floor. Belly to the floor. Reach your right hand forward. Lift your left foot up. And reach both up as high as they can. So left foot is lifting. Right hand is lifting. Pause. Nice. Bring both to the floor. Push back into your cat. Push back into your downward dog. Really pulling deeply back through your heels. Connecting in. Oh, what is it like to be in your body in this moment? Finding your wellness, your resources. But also notice the size difference. You know, right leg, left leg, are they the same size? The same weight? Do they have the same ability to push into the floor and lengthen? They're different. Really finding that experience of legness in this moment. This part of you call leg, can you feel it? Can you be it? And you soften into all that there is. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Step your right foot forward. Lengthen your back leg. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Bring your right elbow to your right knee. And then roll your left shoulder deeply so that your left hand is rolling in a circle, but your arm is straight. So you're rolling the ball on the left side. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Rising up, bring both hands forward in front of you, straight forward towards your right leg, above your right foot. And then roll the ball with your shoulders here. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling, reaching up, looking up. Get super long. I love leaning into the front of my hip, the front of my belly here. Get taller, get longer, reaching up. Nice. Lower your hands down till they're over your right leg, and then turn and face your torso towards the left side. Drop your left hand down, and then reach your right hand across into elephant. So long through the left hand down towards your left thigh. Right arm is reaching back and over your ear towards the left. Bend your right knee a little bit more. Super. Elbow down to your thigh. Step forward, both elbows, both thighs, and sit your bum down whatever distance you go. Maybe your bum is hovering above the floor. Maybe your elbows are on your knees and your bum is really high. Doesn't matter. Just find your way. Nice. Slowly rising up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together. Other side. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. Come down. Hands to the floor. Forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor. Step your left foot back. Both hands to your front knee. Rising up. Reach up. Swan. Reach up. Hands down. Both hands down. Step back into your plank. Knees to the floor. Belly to the floor. From here, reach your left hand forward and right leg lifts. Pause. Nice. Hand comes back, leg drops down. Push back into your cat. Push back into your downward dog. Notice again differences between the left and the right of you. Super. Drop your knees down. Step your left foot forward. Lengthen your back leg. Bring your left elbow to your left knee. Hang your right shoulder and then roll deeply into your right shoulder. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Rising up. Both hands are long, straight over the left foot. Roll your shoulders. Roll out the ball with your shoulders. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Reaching up towards the ceiling. Really super long and tall. Reaching up, looking up. Lean into the front of that hip. Draw your hands back more. Really opening more and more into the belly. Cool. Drop your hands down, straight in front of your shoulders. Turn towards the right. Drop your right hand down. Sweep the left hand across into elephant. Bend your front knee more. Nice. Elbow to your knee. Both elbows, both knees. Sit your bum down into whatever version of a squat that you do. Just feeling that through the body, through your belly, through your hips. Nice. Come land on the floor, all the way down, whatever way you do. Rock your knees from side to side. As you do that, just feel the swaying, the tilting. Nice. Pause and settle. Super. Oh, lovely. So stay there, rocking your knees or stretch your legs out long or take a moment or two and just feel, what is it like to be in your body right now? How is this moment? Yeah, I feel well. I feel connected. I feel grateful. So I'll see you all tomorrow. I will definitely have June to launch tomorrow. I'm working in the office today. And yeah, really cool, really lovely, loving this. So I'll see you tomorrow. And slán slán, bye.